I still don't get how Warcraft's own story team. Let me just go ahead and move past this. Sorry, real quick. There we go. Sorry, I hate that part of the song. I still don't get how Warcraft's own story team don't understand that the Arthas story was essentially the trolley experiment, and Arthas made the correct decision to save Azeroth's citizens by culling the Plagued. It's just a simple philosophical thought experiment, and they can't comprehend it. Wow. I would have never expected that a company that has never been able to create anything beyond surface-level pulp fiction fantasy would have a fucking just brain-dead take on something that's even slightly philosophical. The fact is that, like, almost every single case of Blizzard making a good character has been on accident. Almost every single fucking case. Open the thread, read the replies. Okay, sure, let's read the replies. Not only that, but he also saved the people he killed. Arthas, as a paladin, knew that undeath was a curse of damnation. People subjected to undeath would eternally suffer. Pre-retcons, even Sylvanas was suffering in the darkness of the Maw after she jumped off of ICC. Any undead character was doomed the moment they became undead for all of eternity. It was genuinely better for these civilians to die as regular humans than to become undead. Arthas made the right choice. That's true, yeah, he killed them to save them. That's exactly it. Yeah, and that makes Arthas, as I said, guys, Arthas was the king that the Alliance deserved, man. He was the king. This was the true hero of the story, and nobody could see it. Nobody could fucking see it. I'm so mad. I'm actually so mad that everybody doesn't think the same way that I do, because they should. It's so obvious, and they still mocked him in the end. Yeah, exactly. He still got turned into anima. Then again, yeah, it was accidental. Yeah, I mean, it was totally accidental. And Arthas was yeah, he's 35 anima. Can you fucking believe that? I completely forgot about that. That's the case to just give Arthas more justification for his actions. Designer Dave wanted to talk to Asmongold. He's talking about his video on stream. He said he never saw it here. What's this? Asmongold psychopath confirmed. You're probably not wrong, to be honest. I should have used COVID. I watched it when I talking to Asmon, a few scenarios, seeing how bad it is. I think that'd be really interesting. Yeah, I think that would be good. Maybe we'll do this. Yeah, that would be actually pretty good. Fuck that, yeah. Who gives a shit? I'd be down to do that. It's totally fine. I think that, like, a lot of times that, so it's kind of like a good example of this. The best parallel that I can use of, like, killing people to save them from undeath is, like, I don't really know, like, what is a good example of this? Like, seppuku, maybe, like, in like a Japanese culture, Thanos, no, not that. I'm thinking, like, real life examples. Black Death. No, I'm thinking of, like, times where, like, a culture would kill people or have people kill themselves instead of dying for some reason or another. The Mayans kind of did that because whenever they would kill people, it was seen as, like, ascending them to heaven or something like that. It was like a ritual, like a religious sacrifice of, like, actually killing people and pulling their hearts out. They didn't see it the same way that we did, right? It was Aztecs, right? And Egyptians, maybe. Yeah, I mean, there's a number of other cases in real life that are like this, but a lot of the things that these things are morally, but, like, the difference between this and, like, the difference between, like, this being, like, morally wrong versus, like, the Mayans, like, carving people's hearts out and thinking that they're, like, actually offering them passage into the afterlife. The difference is that, like, we don't know if there's an afterlife in real life, do we? Like, really, we don't really know. We don't know if that's true or not, but we do know that there's an afterlife in World of Warcraft. So there's actual, like, it's more codified and it's more legitimate in the video game because it's already established. You see kind of what I'm saying? So, like, where there's a question in in real life, there's not the question in a video game because the question is already answered by the existence of beings that exist outside of life and death. So, yes, I think that it becomes like I become the more that I think about it, the more right that I become. Yeah, the more right that I become. I think that's what it is. And trust the science, bat chest. That's exactly what I was trying to say. There was also Mal'Ganis riding on another train over people. Exactly. We see the correct decision of the person in charge of shit is to do nothing. And then if people don't like you, you add in diversity hires. Well, I mean, the guy that made that, like, you've got to keep in mind, like, the guy that did this was like a Warcraft 3 developer, right? I mean, I don't think he even fucking, he had anything to do even, I don't know if he even had anything to do with WoW. So, like, this is a long, long time ago. Let's read the other ones here. Lamouch, the Warcraft 2 developer, asked us to get therapy for saying, oh, this is nothing wrong. Well, the thing is, like, I find it to be an interesting story, though. Like, it's an interesting conversation. Like, I know there's people that get mad about it. Like, oh, I don't get mad about it. I find it interesting. It's totally fine. You DM me on Twitter? Okay, yeah, I'll probably do that in a couple of days, and we'll go from there. There's a lot of other shit that I want to get into today, though. So I don't want to deal with that too much right now. So let's see here. He's a really nice guy. It was just a bad take. Yeah, I mean, I don't... Yeah, I don't get mad about that kind of stuff or anything like that. It's all for enjoyment for me, right? I like talking about the ideas of things because I find that to be interesting.